along this entire journey, there have been many sort of opportunities to start businesses in '08, in '08, in 2012, kind of every time I've actually shifted, it's also been along the lines of, hey, okay, I'm going to start a company. And very, very early on in my career, I mean, I paid my way through college actually running a website where I sold North Face backpacks and like polo clothing and like all this random stuff, that I would buy wholesale in New York City. And I just remember like even those high school years when I was 16, 17, how awesome it was to kind of run my own company. I don't even know if I'd call it a company, it was a website. But so I wanted to get back to that. And I went right around the age of 35, I felt, okay, it's going to happen. This is the time. I feel very confident. I finally feel very confident about my ability to look across, look at the macro, execute on the micro, build teams, manage teams, build to scale, build slowly, execute, all this stuff, raise capital. And so I just was really like looking for ideas, I'd say the last 5, 6, 7 years, the right idea. And then this idea, like I just started to think about, hey, what if I could, I look back I started reflecting for whatever reason on a lot of dinners and parties that I go to. And I just was like, why do I spend like 95% of my time working and doing something. But like the things that I'm always talking about, the things that like define me, that make me feel good about who I am and that I talk to about with my friends have nothing to do with my career in finance. They have to do with the animal sanctuaries that we support, and they have to do with these vaccination programs in places like Sri Lanka that we work that I work on, and have to do with education initiatives back home in New York that I work with. And it just was like, there's got to be a way to create an amazing business, right, that allows me to focus on the things that I'm most proud of, that define me as a person. And so I'm really fortunate to have found that. And once I kind of put all of that together, I also love platforms. I'm like a child of internet platforms, right? Kind of grew up around the first platforms during the .com era, and then, and now the social media platforms. And I was just like, we're going to build a platform for sustainability. And so that's where we got started 3 years ago. And once I kind of got on that track, I couldn't look back. And I went in right after my birthday in 2017, and I just resigned. I got my bonus and I resigned and just kind of set out to do this.